Hey, what's up, guys? So today I woke up actually kind of late. So I actually started trading the market at around 7. So first thing I did was BYND. I saw that it popped up above the SMA here, and then also it just breaking out of a range, right? So this is the range. It's breaking out, and when I looked at, let's see, trying to come back here. Yep. So even on the 1 minute, that's where I kind of used and gauged that as where my exit point is. I only took a small size. I usually like to, like I said, take small sizes as my uh, first buy or sell. Reason for that is that way it avoids FOMO and it allows me to scale in if it's trading still in the range, right? So if this drops, but it's still in the range, me having 100 shares, I won't get like shaken out of the deal. I can still stay in it. And then add more because then it may hit this level of support and bounce up, etc. So that's why I always take small sizes, and the gain is pretty good if it runs in my way. So 100 shares popped up, got out. Just doing that, $110 right there. So off 100 shares. So that was it. That was BYND. And then I traded LVGO. This one, I took it on the short side because I saw it flatten out. 5 minutes, same thing, flatten out. But it's actually a super strong stock. So again, this is like a quick scalp move because, and in retrospect, I probably should not have taken it because there's no resistance. Well, actually, there is resistance. Let me take this back. There is resistance. It's at the 149-ish level, and that comes from the daily chart. So if I were to switch this over to the daily chart, there is this level up here, which I think has already hit and surpassed a bit. So if I were to, you see here, it hit it kind of, or past it, and then it kind of came back down. So, if I were to take it, I probably would have taken it at around that level, actually. Now that it surpassed it a bit, this is probably where I would, if I were to take a short, this is probably where I would take a short or scale in. See, it's about to do a cross. So this might be a good time to actually take a short, in my opinion. But I'm not trading. I'm done. I had a good day. So, probably would have taken a couple 100 shares, 100, 200 shares at like the 149.70 something. Probably at this time, seeing it flattens out, or maybe flatten out. Might have scaled in now or wait until see if this crosses, because once it crosses, it probably is going to drop, or at least attempt to go to VWAP. But anyway, done with that. And then I traded NVAX. NVAX is actually, this is good. I took a short, even though there's a strong stock. I took it here and then I added to it. The reason why I took the short is because if you look at the daily, it abutted a SMA. So a good level of resistance, as it actually did here. It pushed it down. It did come back up and it made a lower high, and then it collapsed. So this was a good one. It's less risky than the other one I took, which, like I said, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have taken it. So I did NVAX. Again, it's a pretty small size. I think this is 300 shares. But anyway, yeah. So that's NVAX. And then Workhorse. Workhorse, I totally screwed up this one, but kind of recovered because it's a cheap stock, and I took not that many shares, actually, initially. So I did come in here, I think maybe like 500-600 shares up here, because it flatlined. I was thinking it would make a move up to VWAP. This is actually substantial. I already made quite a bit of money already, a couple $100, and so I was just going for like another 150 for this move up to VWAP. It didn't happen. It actually collapsed. I should have stopped out here, but I actually walked away from my computer. So it actually dropped all the way down here, but this is when I went in heavy. I took like 3,000 shares. Why am I so confident in this down here? Is because if we go back to the daily level, it basically dropped down to a good level of support. There's an SMA down here. Stock kind of consolidated around this level. It did drop to here and then pop back up. So, and also this was pretty distended. So I took a huge size, 3,000 shares, and then it popped up So I got all out here with a profit. But again, this I should have stopped out. I should have been paying attention to it instead of walking away. And so it's not an ideal trait, but you see how levels kind of work, and also position sizing depending on how you do it. That's one of the reasons why I always like to go smaller initially, and then just wind up when you're very close to a level of resistance or support that you're fairly confident in. And if it's not and it breaks down, that's fine too. I would have just gotten out. So here, if it didn't go up, it broke down. Obviously, I would have to get the heck out, because now I have like 3,500 shares or something like that. So anyway, so that's it. That's my day. Peace out.